No, live.
Have you shown Delilah?
We shouldn't live yet. No. We will do.
It seems today that all we see are useless magic trailers you can't believe. So where are those informed, honest people who help you choose what to buy? With PropDog you can always rely. PropDog are a team who will always aim to please you. Integrity and service that you can't deny. It's time for PropDog Live!
Hello! We're here, back again, and we're here again with an intro in between.
And yeah, he put it on far too early and should have done the intro first.
I think it's good to have a blooper, but you see, we've all been a bit distracted because we've got a special guest today. He's come all of the way from hundreds of miles away to join us today. Here he is,
Mr. Dave Bunzel! Hey, he's back.
Just ran all the way back from Wales to be here on time. So
Yeah, I know.
hello everyone. Hello. As you may have noticed, I've lost a bit of weight, and
So is Aki.
so is Aki. Aki's lost loads of weight. Look at that.
look at that.
I shrunk Aki. Yeah. So all that
Poor
time on the
little
journey,
Aki.
yeah, he's lost all that weight. So,
I told you, Dave. 30-degree wash, 30 degrees. I said.
Oh, she knew. No, she's all right. This is Delilah. She's the new addition.
Yeah, goodbye.
And this is Aki.
I mean, we
this
really
is
got-
Aki.
Here's the real Aki. Here's the
Here's
real
the
one. This is the real one.
I mean, I'm a
So,
little bit worried. We've got more dogs than props in this shop now.
Well, that's why we call it Prop Dog.
Well, it should be dog props.
No, well, it's going to be Prop Dogs from now on, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
Mel
'cause Mel's
Mel
props.
has Delilah's brother. So
Yeah.
absolutely.
So we're all getting, this is the latest in magic accessories.
However, you're only in Saturdays normally, so Delilah
Yeah.
will probably only be in Saturdays, and then
Yeah.
Mel's only in Tuesdays and Thursdays, so they won't be meeting all the time. But
No.
yeah.
But every now and again.
But,
every now and again.
So hello everyone. How is everyone? Hope everyone is well.
I'm going to go.
Thank you so much for all the amazing support everyone has given us, or given me throughout the last 10 days. It's good to be back. I had a wonderful time, really enjoyed it, and thank you all for those of you that supported me through the Breathe Magic Research, or Breathe Arts Research. And we've raised nearly £1,300. I think we're on about £1,211, I think it is.
So we can make it to 1,500 by the end of the show.
Well, yeah. I mean, if any of you haven't donated, and you don't mind just dropping a quick £5 onto the account. If we can make 1,300, just another 70 odd pounds, I think we need by the end of the live. That'd be fantastic. If anyone hasn't donated, lots of people have been incredibly generous. Adrian Tritton was incredibly generous, and who was it who donated £250?
£250. I forgot the name now. Very generous. That's amazing.
Incredibly generous. Yes, I'll find out in a minute. So yeah, we've raised some really good money for the most amazing cause. So
Yeah, and just think, instead of buying
you all.
yourself that coffee on the way to work, you can really help change someone's life. And if else, Dave's obviously been away doing his walk, but actually the car parking outside's been pretty dreadful. And literally, Dave, I've had to walk, honestly, you wouldn't believe it, almost from the gate to here. Yeah, at least twice this week.
Wow.
And those, I mean, those stairs, you've got to watch your step. Really, all late to work. Absolutely.
You must be knackered.
Absolutely shagged I am.
That's still
It's
twice as far
appalling.
as Mike's ever walked. Thought the dogs are now playing for the first time. So
Oh, that is brilliant.
right, end the live. We're going to watch the dogs play.
So the dogs
There
are
you go.
basically running around
Shall I turn the camera?
the table.
Shall I turn the camera?
Go on, turn let them see.
Oh wait, I might break the camera.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you almost broke it. Almost broke it.
There we go.
Considering that they were growling, Delilah was growling at Aki when they first came in.
No,
That's it,
going around.
okay.
So we're going to do it this way now.
There you go. Yeah.
Mike's like a proud
Almost
father,
thought,
yeah, newborn father.
All over again.
And,
That's an interesting angle. We can go. We can.
We can work with that.
That's
So,
a good angle.
Right, well, I only got here about half an hour ago. I literally just got back, so I spent today sorting all my kit out. So what's going on? What we got?
Well, we've had to quickly dash in when we heard you were coming back.
Oh, right.
Obviously, we've all had to quickly
Yeah,
dash in
tidy
from
up.
home.
But that's why I didn't tell
nice
you I was
weather
coming.
outside.
I was hoping to sneak in and catch you doing something bad.
No, lots been
So,
happening. So actually, well, we've had lots of the future magic orders come in.
Oh, okay, brilliant.
So if you
Brilliant.
want your hippity hop rabbits or your Beretti
Excellent.
sensing box,
So you've had a bit of a move around.
we've had a bit of a move around. We've got
Got
some
the
new
display cabinet
display
up and running,
cabinets.
yeah.
All right, isn't it? Lots of
Cool,
prop doggy stuff
yeah.
on display. you
What
see.
did you do with the other cabinet? There was, oh, it was over there. Oh, I didn't see that. I've been here half an hour and didn't see that.
Yeah, yeah.
So where's the
Over.
stuff that okay. Nicely done.
There you go.
Right.
You see, we can manage. We can
I'm
survive.
I'm going to give you a raise.
Oh no! Oh, go on.
It was me. I did
Oh,
it. There you go.
okay.
I want a raise now.
I should have known.
Two
I should have
p
known.
this hour extra.
Oh,
There
thank
you
you,
go.
Governor. Thank you very much, Governor.
What's wrong with you?
So I just had a pizza.
Right. Okay. Talk to me. What we got? What we
So
got?
apart from all the future magic stuff, which is already flying out, the Do As I Do Plumes by Mel Mellors, which is an amazing, great comedy staff. What else came in? It was really popular. Oh, the Flash Vanish wands, all the things that sell out all the time. Really. We've got this new cube. This is the whole cube off rope.
Oh, is this a future magic one as well?
Yes, the future magic cube rope. Really nicely made cube.
Are you going to
Nice bit of rope. Nice bit of. I can't do it. Well, I could try. No, I don't think I can do it. But it's a really nice cube. It's a really nice little trick. For $25.99, you just thread the rope. It's absolutely ungimmicked.
They make such good quality
It's
props.
such a good comic prop.
Such good quality props. They really do.
Yeah, yeah, and especially if you, this is almost a bit of walk around pre-children's show if you wanted it to be. Yeah, just really nice. Everything can be examined. Nice
Cool.
little trick. $24.99. Yeah, that's it. So who was first, Dave? Come on, you haven't done the who's first.
Who's Finley?
Right. Oh, Finley. Of course, it's Finley. Finley's turned becoming first into an art form. You know, if there was a qualification for becoming first, Finley will be Professor Finley.
Only uselessly first, though, isn't it, Finley? I mean, I hope you come first at school, perhaps, maybe, or anything like that. But are you first in the classroom? I doubt it.
Frank's there. Hello, Frank. Thank you for all your well wishes. He says, "Happy Friday, Prop Doos. How was Alex's show at the Magic Circle?" Good question. How was it?
Well, it was a show of two halves.
Were you late?
I wasn't late. I dashed. I got in at the time.
I watched your live show last night. So
I was sort of late in when the performers should be arriving, but I was in time to actually go on. I was a bit lazy the first half. It was like a show of two halves. I was a bit lazy the first half, and I think, so not so good. Second half, smashed it.
were you wearing a suit?
I was wearing a suit.
Was it a dark suit?
It was the brown checked suit.
Did you clean all the dandruff off the suit?
I did.
Good, because you didn't do it off here. All this dandruff.
Oh.
That's it's white all over you.
That's for my.
It's on the ceiling tiles, isn't it?
Yeah. So, by the way, yes, I have a new trick which involves the lint roller, and the problem is, so normally lint is just about everywhere.
Yeah.
Suddenly, when it comes to doing a gig, can you get lint off anything? No. Where'd you get lint from? It was ridiculous. My jacket
Tumble
was
dry.
giving off nothing. Yeah, it was terrible. So apart from that, I had to come. I had
So
to,
who came up with a really good solution?
Mike, I can't say it's too loud because the Magic Circle. Oh, they probably know now. Their dressing room's got a lot of glitter in it.
Well, there's an old gag that I used to do that I actually got from. It was meant to be a tacky kind of dating thing, or a way to introduce yourself to a girl, but I used to do it at gigs. So you go to your tumble dryer and get all the lint from the tumble dryer, and you put it in your pocket and you get a tiny little bit of lint, and you just got something, so you've got a bit of lint on your shoulder, just kind of put it away. Okay. And you crack on, do a tricks, it's quite a bit more there. And then about 5 minutes later you go, oh, a bit more there, you just pull this huge bit of lint on the shoulder and put it down. But it was in one of these
Oh, that's a good joke.
There was these dating groups that go around and try and do like London seduction societies or whatever. It was all about, it was like Neil Strauss,
Oh, yeah,
the
game.
game. That's
The
right,
game,
yeah. It was
yeah.
all that kind of thing. It was meant to be a dating thing, and I read the book and read some of their stuff because I got some tips on jokes and sort of
Right, I like
introductions for magic on it, and I picked up on that one immediately. I thought, I'm using that straight away. So
It's quite interesting because that idea. So I haven't read the book actually, but I know someone who has. But the idea of the dating thing is don't worry about being rejected because it's all part of a game, isn't it? It's like it's just a game. And perhaps if you're being a bit shy about doing magic, if you treat it like it's just a game, you might end up just going out there doing it and just
But there were several things in that I learned because I studied it for magic. Because these guys had done so much trial and error work, and found out by getting things wrong, and some of some of these guys were incredibly clever, psychology students and everything. And one of the things that they come up with is this plan that if you can move them from one venue to another venue to another venue, it will feel like three dates or 3 times that you've been somewhere, 3 different
that's
areas.
interesting.
And what that meant is every time you come back to somebody, you feel like you know them better. And the same principle works with the table, in that when you go around the tables, if you visit them once on a table and go away, they felt like they know you a bit. But if you come back again, go away and then come back to them again, by the third time, they feel like they know you that much better because you've seen them 3 times. Even if you spend the same amount of time. So, if you spend
3 sets of 4 minutes would be better than 1 set of 12.
Exactly, yeah,
mind.
because you're going back to them. And not only, and what I figured out is when you go away, if you do a short thing and go away, while you go away, they then sit and discuss what you did. So they'll be saying, "Oh, that was fantastic. How did you do that?" And they'll discuss what you did. So they spend even longer talking about you because they talk about you after each one. Whereas if you did one 12-minute set, by the time you finish a 12-minute set, they'll forget most of the early stuff you do, and they'll talk about the last thing you did. So this is a way of getting them talking about you a lot more. You're fresher in their mind. They're much more likely to accept the card and therefore hire you again as well. So all those kind of psychological principles that they use were really handy for Magic. Recommend anyone getting into that kind of stuff and reading it.
The game by Neil Strauss.
Well, it wasn't just that. That was the intro to it. But then you got all these little. Because I met up with this group called the London Seduction Society. I met up with them one day and I said, look, I'll teach you guys some magic if you teach me some of the sort of intros you do. Just to sort of help me with my introductions to people on tables, because I thought if I can make a bigger impact as I meet them, then I was very nervous and very shy when I started off, and it worked wonders. Yeah, really good. There's so much information online about it now. It's fallen out of fashion a bit, but 10 years ago there was dozens of groups all over the country meeting up, all sharing ideas and trying out things. Robert Wilson says, nice sunny day this Friday. Where am I? Finished work early. Time to enjoy the PropDog Live. Looking to come to visit the shop for the first time someday. Do I need to book or can you just turn up? No, we're not a home run business where you have to book an appointment to come and see the shop. Because we're a proper shop, a walk-in shop. You can just walk in and we've got everything full anytime you want. Just turn up between 9 and 5:30 Monday to Friday, or 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on a Saturday. Just turn up and treat it like you would going into a supermarket.
And in fact, and we've got lots of stock for you to browse and open drawers and check out.
Yeah, and certain other shops you go to may claim to be shops, but they're not really. They're in somebody's house.
Surely you're talking out Uranus, aren't you?
I am talking about my Uranus.
Yeah, I thought so.
Kevin King says hi. Chris Callender's afternoon, gents. Afternoon, Chris. Thank you as well for all your support on my journey. Amber says hello, Finley. Charlie Robinson, you know what day it is? It's Poets Day, Charlie. Stephen Lawrence says good afternoon. Afternoon, Stephen. Amber says hey there, Alex. Stephen Lovering, thanks for the baffling blocks. I sprayed mine with gold paint. They look like real bars of gold. What a good idea to make it look less like a metal box.
Look, I am sorry, I hate to say this, Dave, but we have sold out of baffling blocks now.
So?
There is something about them. I get what you're saying. There is something about them that does provide a sense of wonder to the people that you're showing it to.
But imagine how many you could have sold if it was a better built, better disguised product.
Well, some of this suggests actually, your egg boxes. If we actually made heavy eggs to put in one of them, then it would all. Anyway,
Andy Tingley says hi guys, hope you're well. Roger Minton, hi Dave,
hey, Roger.
Mike and Alex. Frank Valenti, welcome back Dave, great job, thank you Mike. Frank, I had a wonderful time. Chris Watts says happy Friday, prop bloggers. Simon Keane, afternoon all. Rich Rellis, afternoon everybody. Do you know if Wayne Dobson's Lucky Dip is still available? If not, could the necessary prop be made by PropDog? Thanks.
Funny you should say that. Lucky Dip is not available, the original. However,
we've got something, have we? What is it?
We've got something, if I find it. The Force.
The Force. I'm a bit worried. People have been...
Top. That's it. So Lucky Dip 2.0.
Lucky Tip 2.0. The Force. May the Force be with you. I'm a bit worried. If Mike loses a bit of weight, we're going to slowly become...
D-Trick.
You two do look alike, it's crazy.
What do you mean if I lose a bit of weight?
You're a fat bastard.
So there you go. So Mike, does this do the same thing then as Lucky Dip? Is it?
It does, yes, but there is a twist on it because it's a see-through mesh force bag. But it comes with Lucky Dip 2.0.
Okay.
And as a force bag, it's fantastic.
Well, that is good, isn't it?
It really is good. Really well made.
Yeah, no.
But I'm biased, or I could be.
Yep.
Construed as biased.
I always knew there was something strange about you, Mike.
Yeah, definitely.
Thought it was just the way you walked.
Very
Definitely.
Right.
Thanks, John.
Hi, Rich Willis, this afternoon, everybody. Do you know if Wayne... Oh, we've done that already.
I can answer that again.
Bet you wish Aki weighed the same as Delahaye last week, Dave. Oh my God, do I ever? Yeah. I mean, he's only 7 kilos, but 7 kilos when you've got 20 kilos on your back already is a lot. And especially when I had to fill up with water because I didn't know. By the way, do you know, the Thames, you think the Thames source will be like a little trickle of water coming out? Nah. From about 2 miles before the source, the water just dries up. All it is a kind of ditch. And I'm sure on storms it gets a little bit of water, but you don't get anything. So there's me thinking.
So you're just walking along a dried riverbank?
Yeah, well, a dip. It's a grass dip like that. So it's got grass in the bottom, the same as everything else. It's just like dip. Yeah, that's all it is. So there's me thinking, I'll fill up with water from there because I filled up with so much water. The water weighs so much. So with Aki and that, I'm probably weighing nearly 30 kilos. So that I won't keep too much water in at any one time, so I can fill up from the Thames. But getting closer to the Thames, I was running out of water. I thought I'd just fill up when I get to the source. There'll be a little trickle coming out, a little spa or something, little stream or something coming out. Nothing.
There's no plaque. No.
There's a stone. Did you not see the pictures on the video?
No.
You not watching my videos? No. I will show you.
I'm saving them all to binge them all in one evening.
Oh, of course you are. Yeah.
You know.
This is what the source looks like. That is the source.
Oh, that was it. Oh no, this.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is.
It's a a stone block with a thing on it, but no water coming out. But apparently it's not the official source. That is the source according to everybody, but somebody recently apparently found the official source, which is further on, but I don't know how they found it, so that one goes further somehow underground and they found some other source of it. But yeah, so by the time I had Aki and a full thing of water, it was nearly 30 kilos. So yeah, if Aki was just a little bit lighter, that would have been a lot easier. Or if Aki was older and maybe longer legs and didn't have to be carried so much. But, yeah. Amber says, hey there Dave, glad you're both home safe. I liked watching your videos. I wish I could still do that. I have camped in odd places, mostly woods. Peter Burkett says, afternoon guys. Simon Cartwright, welcome back Dave. Huge congratulations on your achievement. Thank you Simon. Nigel Quinn says, welcome back Dave. Breathe is a great cause. Isn't it just fantastic? Absolutely. Kevin King says, in the States we have Captain America. Dave Bonsall is Captain UK, the pride of PropDog. Well, Captain UK. I like the sound of that. I was in the original Captain America movie. Did you know that?
No, have you ever mentioned that? No, I don't. Oh, Matt Sterling came in the other day. Yeah. So, were you playing? You were just an extra.
Oh yeah. I was
Can we see?
I was a soldier being blown up.
Were you?
Yeah, you can just see my legs going. So somebody, yeah, it's when my little bit is when Captain America is still the really skinny dude before he's had all the stuff. He's carrying stuff putting him on the back of a wagon or whatever else, and somebody throws a grenade and he jumps on the grenade. And at that point there, everyone around goes, "Great, damn!" and jumps out the way. I was one of those people jumping out the way.
Wow.
Yeah. Brett Davies says, hey guys, I wanted to apologise if I came across stressed over the phone, Alex. I'm in the middle of a move to Cheltenham to Chepstow with a 2-year-old and lots of little furniture. Have you been upsetting our customers? Have you?
Not
Have you been upsetting Brett?
No, Brett
Brett
is very keen to get his hands on the new cherries deck that has come out, and they were meant to be arriving today, but now arriving on Monday, and he was very much concerned that I might sell them to someone else.
Well, Brett and a lot of other people have kindly offered to sort of come and meet me and resupply. Loads of people did. Richard Young did. Kerry Scorer, not Kerry Scorer, what used to be Kerry Scorer.
Amazon downstairs, and they need a one-time passcode.
Oh.
They need a one-time passcode. Oh, that's strange. But yeah, unfortunately, these people that offered to meet me, they were all messaging me on Messenger, and I wasn't checking Messenger while I was out there because I didn't have the battery power to go through and check them all. So I missed a lot of these comments. Andy Tingley says, well done Dave, sorry I missed your travels. We'll look back, only got back myself yesterday and caught roach and rudd and lost a small pike. No! So yeah, do you know how difficult it was being on the River Thames for 8 days and not being able to fish? It was terrible. All these lovely fishermen going along there, I'm chatting to all of them as I go, and glad to have had the ability to take a rod with us. Nigel Quinn says, please support this wonderful charity and put some magic back. Thank you, Nigel. So Nigel's very kindly posted the link there. So yeah, if anyone hasn't sponsored me and they don't mind putting just a couple of quid towards a cause, let's see if we can get £1,300, and it will go a long way for Breathe. They're not a big charity. They don't have lots of support or money coming in like other big cancer charities and other ones do. So they rely on basically a lot of magic dealers donating stuff free of charge, and £1,300 will go a long way for them. It'll help them massively. Rich says, Dave's definitely moving those things back, laugh out loud. No, they're great little displays in here. We got these basic free of charge. There was a unit being cleared out of the road, and they said, do you want a load of stuff? So, lucky. So these cabinets and some other stuff are all given to us free of charge. It's brilliant. Brendan, hello Brendan, he says, hey guys, just wondering if the Magic Circle close-up table you made about 2 years ago, how much would one of those be approximately? Thanks. So the one for the Magic Circle cost £1,250 plus VAT. However, the reason that was so expensive is the legs themselves have to come from America. They cost £300 to get those legs, buy them and ship them in and pay the import duties, because they are foldable and extendable and you can't get them anywhere. We've had a real problem. If you don't want the adjustable ones for the height, they can give you a lot cheaper. Also the big circular one, that's too big for our laser cutters. We had to outsource that. That was £300 too. And what we've done now is we took a copy of the original one. So because that one had to be cut initially, we if you know what copy routing is, we did a copy router on another bit with a thinner bit, which we can use as a jig to cut future ones. So future ones, we don't have to pay the £300 for it. We can make it a lot cheaper. So if you did want that exact table without the extending legs, you're probably looking at about £1,000 on it. Yeah, a bit cheaper. And it depends if you want any custom printing on it as well. Walter says, welcome back Dave, afternoon all doggers. Thank you Walter. Brendan says, yes, Future Magic props are brilliant. I've owned loads of arm choppers over the years. After a few months they all malfunctioned in some way when eventually they had to be binned, except the one from Future Magic. It's perfect and never malfunctions, never. Love props like this. Yeah, and me too. They are right up my alley. They're my kind of, you know, people. Anyone who builds a prop like that. Yeah. Anything interesting? Magic,
well, so flying colours is...
the
Amazon thing.
Anything good in here?
Oh, the Amazon thing. You're going to be jealous of the Amazon thing.
Oh, come on, what is it?
You're going to be really jealous of the Amazon thing.
Strange to have a one-time code to open it.
It's because it's so special.
Is it? What you got? It's a jock strap. Yeah. Oh, yeah, highly recommended. These are the ones that kept me going all the way to Wales.
Yeah, but you bought the green ones. Why did you buy the green ones?
Because they were cheaper.
Gone for red.
Cheaper?
No, they're £10 more expensive than the green.
Oh.
There you go.
Honestly, they are brilliant. Because I listened to about 10 audiobooks all the way up there. If you haven't listened to it, by the way, do you know The Martian? The movie The Martian?
With the Damon.
Matt Damon, so the guy who wrote that, the audiobook is much better than the movie, by the way.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, the guy that wrote that, I forget his name now, has written a new book, and it is utterly brilliant. It is called, I can't think of the name of that. This is a top tip for anyone who likes audiobooks. My mind is blank at the moment, but I listened to this, there's 18 hours on the audiobook, and it is brilliant. I can't wait for them to turn into a movie, and hopefully they do.
You can also tell us who wrote the Martian.
Project Hail Mary, and it's Andy Weir. Sorry, Andy Weir. I should have known that. Yeah, but Project Hail Mary, and there's another space one as well. Mike, don't you know that? It's another space one as well, and just.
What I like, I'll tell you what I like. I'm not a massive fan of sci-fi. And neither was anyone else in my family. But The Martian didn't feel too much like a sci-fi
film. Well, this is the same. This is exactly the same.
It didn't feel like it was, you know, fantasy or way out there. It was just like a guy trying to survive in a harsh environment. Yeah. And the fact it was on Mars.
This is very similar. Basically, the story is there's they call it astrophage. It's like an algae in space. And it started to absorb the sun's rays, and after about 80 odd years, the Earth will become so cold it will be in an ice age.
Amazon.
Oh, excellent.
And they set about trying to find a way to get around this. So they spend, all the world gets together. They build a big spaceship, and they send a scientist or a couple of scientists out there. Put them in hibernation and send them out to where they think the stuff is to try and examine what it is to find a way to stop it. And it turns out that there's another alien planet out there with another creature who they had a similar thing. And both of them, their crews had died, so there's two of them stranded out there on their own. And together they work together to find a way to beat this stuff. And it's just amazing. It's the thing about The Martian is every bit of science in The Martian was correct. They spent so
Right.
much time getting all the science perfect in it, and it's the same with this. All the science was
Okay.
so brilliant. But anyway,
So, yeah.
we're
That's
talking about
film.
audiobooks.
That's film 21.
There you
for
go.
In,
That's-
audiobooks 21.
That's just wasted.
That's a snippet.
That's just wasted 10 minutes, isn't it? Right. Okay. Yeah. On with Magic as we're meant to be going. Yeah. Sorry. Distraction. Nigel Queens is looking forward to London's Magic Convention from Andy and Preston. Tickets nearly sold out. Walter says, Dave, thanks for the info on the Breathe charity. You're most welcome, Walter. And any donations are very much appreciated. David Harris says, hi all, welcome back, Dave. Thank you, David, and thank you for your donation. And Nigel says, do not try some belly button fluff, Alex.
So, funnily enough, I was trying lots of stuff, and Mike was basically going, that is disgusting. You cannot possibly ask anyone to roll that off.
Hold on. The
I mean,
worst
the
one
thing
was
is, you
when
have
he got his
'cause the-
clippers out and started putting his beard clips all over it. It's disgusting.
What Wonderland? Look at the costume.
Okay. And COVID unfriendly.
Well, the thing is, basically, ideally, you want short, curly hairs.
Oh,
That is what you want.
Tell them about the
Um,
Kazoos.
I won't tell about the Kazoos. The Kazoos will be coming. I mean, Mike.
Because I watched the live yesterday, and I remember you doing the final countdown on the Kazoos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But then you said you couldn't do it something because of
Wasn't
COVID.
have to
Because of
So
COVID,
you
yeah.
didn't do it. So what was the result on that?
I couldn't do it. No, I couldn't do the Kazoos.
No, okay.
No, it was. Yeah, no, you know what it's like at the Magic Circle. We don't want to push it.
Anna says, sorry, we'll have to rewatch later. Care people here again early. Supposed to be after the show. PropDog is the highlight of my week and it's annoying. Now I miss it. Oh, sorry,
Sorry,
Amber. I hope it all goes well. Ken Dum says, hey guys, congratulations, Dave, on your journey. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, everybody. Andy Tingley says, did you pop into your mum's and did she love Aki? Yeah, my mum has met Aki before, Andy. She met her once before. But yeah, so when I got to, the idea was I was going to get to Wales and then however much time I had left after 2 weeks, until Monday, I was going to just carry on walking around the Welsh coastal path and see how far I can get. And my parents' house is in Pembrokeshire. But from Chepstow to Pembrokeshire on the coastal path is 260 odd miles. Yeah, if you drive it from here, it's only 230 miles because the coastal path is so winding. So I knew I couldn't make it all the way, but I thought I'd just do a few more days and see how far I get and then get the train the rest of the way. But because my leg was so swollen, I decided better to rest it and just do that another day. But yeah, I spent a day at my mum's and then got a 7-hour train journey back yesterday. So I got back yesterday evening. Graham Tierney says, afternoon Dave, Alex and Mike. Afternoon Graham. Nicholas says, hey guys, congratulations on your journey, Dave. Same congratulations to Aki, of course. Speaking of baffling blocks, I actually made some using card cases to try the effect. I must admit it's way stronger than I affected. Yeah, it's not. I'm not saying it's not the strongest effect. It is not a bad effect. Just not with those crappy blocks of metal that cost 2p each. Jonas says, hi all, sorry I'm late. Jonas, we've gone out on a tangent many times, mate, so you better get drunk really quickly before we carry on. Ifty says, hey guys, hope you're well. What's our thoughts on using flash paper in at indoor venues? Is it a complete no-no? Not at all, Ifty. If you are in at all in any doubt, just speak to the venue. You'll find older venues, especially listed venues, will definitely be a no-no. So a lot of, you may go to a building and there's a trendy nightclub, and if it's an old place, you may find it's listed and they can't use anything at all. But if it's a nice new modern place, more often than not, they're like, yeah, quite happy to do it. So if in doubt, ask. For me, I've always thought it's better to ask forgiveness than ask permission. Sorry, to beg forgiveness and ask for permission. And more often than not, use it all and no one even notices you're using it from the venue themselves. Yeah, and I use it, well, I won't say all the time, but on quite a regular basis. But yeah, if in doubt, ask. Simple as that. Andrew Vaughan says, welcome back, Dave. Thank you, Andrew. Matt says, afternoon, doggers, and welcome back, Mr. Dave. Congratulations on completing your leisurely stroll. Yeah, it was quite leisurely, Matt. Thank you. It was just a bit of a bimble, really. Just went out for a walk. A bit like Forrest Gump, you know, just going to start running and keep on running and keep on running. I was going to grow a big long beard and get a t-shirt with a little smiley face and mud on it. But Adam Evans says, hi guys, love the win or lose. Tricolour dice, great products, very baffling. Thank you, mate. Have given Wayne the idea of doing win or lose in a jumbo version.
Yes, we are already on it.
Have you put sugar in that?
Honey,
Very much.
1 teaspoon.
Just tastes a bit strong. Can you just stir it, of course? Just a little stir. As in case that
Do
was in
you
it.
want me to drink it?
I think that. I mean, well, Mike was quite brave making you a cup of coffee.
It's because you've
He
been
was,
carving
yeah.
up, mate. That's
I'm very
what
fussy.
you've been carving up all those
I
artificial
need to put
sugars.
some weight back on. That's better.
Got to stir
Yeah,
your
Alex.
coffee. Stir your coffee, folks.
Yeah, especially when you put honey in it, it goes to the bottom, just sinks straight away. So, yeah. Lee Alex says, welcome back, Dave Bonzo. We missed you. Now, can we tell you what happened whilst
Oh,
the cat
no,
was away?
no,
Yeah,
no,
Lee, come on. Yeah,
no.
spill the beans. What happened, Lee?
No.
Chris Gillinder says, I'll email tomorrow about the invisible coin, Alex. Ed says, hi Dave, great to see you on the train yesterday. Well done on your walking venture. Thanks, Ed. Yeah, it's great to. So yeah, I got on the train at Reading and I got a little Burger King on the way, just had to munch up and carb up and sat down, and Ed comes up and goes, hi Dave. I'm like, hello. Small world. So I had a conversation with Ed until we got as far as Egham, wasn't it? Yeah. And
wow.
So it turns out that Ed, he lives on the Thames, so his back garden is on the Thames. So at some
wow.
point in Egham,
You
I
walked?
walked past his house, literally
Oh
past
my
his house.
god,
Yeah.
amazing.
Small
Well, a nice
world,
place
so,
to live
yeah.
too.
So Peter Burkett says, is there any way of demonstrating the Midas touch, please? Thinking of getting it.
No, because I think we sold it.
Did you touch it?
No, it's sold.
No.
I wasn't sure about it.
What is the Midas effect? Which one's that?
I can't even remember now. I don't know.
Mike,
Came up
what's the
with
Midas effect?
I don't know. Let me have a look.
it came in and went out. Oh, is it the? It's the. Is it the pulling the thing off the object off the flyer, off the picture? It's like a
Don't ask me. I
Pull
don't
out
know. I've been away
an
for 10 days,
object
mate.
From a drawing or a
Okay.
flyer.
Yeah, from the
like
drawing or a flyer, you can
real
pick the object.
wizard.
So you'd have like a flyer with the Kit Kat
Based
on or whatever, and you
3D
can pull it out.
advertising by Henry Evans.
Exactly.
Right, so okay.
So it's a bit like 3D.
Unfortunately,
It's a bit like 3D advertising. I'm sure it's if you haven't got 3D advertising, you probably should. And I'm sure it's amazing. I wasn't sure. I got one in to have a look at, and then it sold before I got to look at it.
Sorry, Peter. When we get it in next time, give us a shout and ask. If anyone does want us to dem something, before you say can we dem it on the live, have a quick look, see if we've got it in stock first. That always helps. Adam Evans says, watch Lucifer on Netflix season 6 1. It's all about the Magic Castle. Keith Wilson says, hi guys, can you recommend some packet tricks that will be ideal for a Secret Santa gift under £20? Many thanks. Under 20, I can't think what packet price tricks are price wise.
Try coloured dice.
What's
Win
Ace?
or lose.
Oh, Ace is more than that.
Is
I
it,
reckon
yeah,
you're probably going to be looking towards the penguin
Princess
stuff.
card trick.
The penguin stuff like goat and things. I mean,
The
how
cool-
much?
NFW.
The cool NFW, Colour Monty.
NFW is brilliant. If you haven't
Yeah.
seen NFW, I can't remember how much it is.
Yeah,
Um,
NFW.
Yeah,
A lot of them are now edging above £20, aren't they now?
yeah. Jonah says, hush now, Lee Alex. What you don't know won't kill us. Adam Evans says, with tricolours dice, I've worked out the second part of the routine and love it. Stan says, welcome home. Thank you, Stan. Your little buddy, your little, what would we call Aki's relation to your grand dog? Yeah. It's kind of like a surrogate
I mean,
grand dog.
strictly speaking, I'd like to
did
think Stan and Aki
amazing.
aren't related in any way. But
They are.
Alright, okay.
They are. Definitely, yeah. Where is he now?
He's fast asleep.
Oh, he's donked that down there, yeah. So he was a star, mate, honestly. He was just brilliant. He got really protective over me. So anyone who walked past at night, he was like, you stay away from my dad, like that. He was just an absolute star. And I could have let him walk a lot further than he did. It's not, I know it's not good for his bones, but he was so fit for it. He didn't moan, didn't slack once. He was just brilliant. I couldn't have asked for a better companion. Chris Gillinder says, which earpods are those? Those are the
Power Beats Pro.
Yeah, brilliant. So I've been using them for about 2 years now, and the battery power is phenomenal on them. They last for a long time. My old ones, I couldn't hear. I listened to podcasts in the gym. I couldn't hear them over the gym music, but those, they fit really well. They stay in no matter what you're doing, running, rowing, cycling. They stay in, and the battery power lasts for ages. And to recharge them, pop them back in the case, it's about 10 minutes and then fully charged again.
And they don't fall out when you're running.
Nope. That was the main problem
That
I
is
had.
the main problem.
Yeah,
That's what I didn't want.
Yeah, I got really funny shaped ears and all earbuds fell out, and those are the best ones I've ever found. Love them. Good afternoon. Hope all is well. This is Liam Jones. Good afternoon, Liam. Adrian says, sorry I'm late. Turns out I actually have to work in this new job. How is the new job, mate? And I know I've said it before, but thank you again, Adrian, for your incredibly generous donations to the Breed Foundation. So Adrian donated a 50 quid, and then when I put some in myself, and PropDog put some in.
Oh yeah, I wondered about that. I thought, hello.
What?
Well, because we saw the money, we saw the.
Yeah, well.
Oh, I thought, hang on a sec. I thought we'd been defrauded for a minute.
Well, people weren't donating at first. I thought, well, I'm going to donate some anyway, so I donated 50 quid myself and 100 quid from PropDog. And then Adrian said, you can't donate yourself. Right, I'm going to match you again. So donated another £100.
Oh my God,
that's amazing, Adrian.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Still not too late for all you people who haven't done it yet.
Adam says, do you guys sell Flash UK notes? I've got in case of emergency. The bonus routine is great. So we used to, Adam. The problem is with the new banknotes being changed. We can't get the new banknotes, so the people who make the Flash banknotes still only have the old UK 20s. They haven't updated them to the new versions, so we didn't bother getting any in. So at the moment, no. Jonas says, start drinking me. Drinking rum at 10 AM doesn't make me an alcoholic, it makes me a pirate.
Sorry, Joe, I think that makes you late. I would have thought you'd be straight on it, 8:30.
Yeah, because he stopped drinking at 8 from the night before. Andy says, I bought your Midas Touch. Hello.
Oh, there you go, Andy. Let everyone know what it's like.
Double back to Adrian. Yeah, I think it's
brilliant.
over 20 quid though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's like 22.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Adam says, Midas Touch is awful. Great for stage, but not so good in the walk around setting.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. Matt Bosco says, thanks Alex for the top service last few weeks. Stuff arrived in record time.
Pleasure. Well, yeah, give
glad
me
to hear
some
you've been doing your
credit.
job. It's about bloody time. Right, come on, what's next?
Give me some credit as well. Yeah, so as I mentioned, so Flying Colours are back in. Rajan's popped in, bought in just another 5. So if you want them, get them quick. It's a brilliant, not too difficult, free fly where the colours go across. It's on our Facebook page if you want to see it.
I heard you talking about them on the live.
It's not difficult, and because they're clay, they're genuine clay poker chips from a casino, so they slide nicely. So there's no tells, there's no noise, and the fact that the white one goes across, really puts off the idea of the traditional method of having an extra coin. So an absolutely amazing, not too difficult, very powerful sleight of hand routine.
They're made of clay.
They're made of clay. Yeah. They're like.
I wonder if some bloke sits there on a little turning wheel like this and goes, and some bloke behind him goes,
it's exactly that. So I know there's a thing about a pottery thing, is the fact that when you first do it, you can't help but make a very phallic.
Oh right, okay.
Thing. So apparently, the people at all these pottery schools, they always sort of get, a female person who you think, oh, it's going to be brilliant. This is, and everyone gets their cameras out, and they just can't help but make a huge tool. Complete with helmet. It's just the way your hands move, apparently.
I just have this image now. This guy sitting on this wheel going with the poker chips.
Yep.
1.
Yep.
2 million to go. Why did they make them out of clay then? It must be some kind of fraud thing, I'm guessing. Anyone knows why they make poker chips out of clay? Please do let me know, because I'm nosy like that. Yeah. Cheers to that about the Midas Touch, says Peter. Tom Cocker says, hi guys, thank you for the speedy delivery of Mind Marker. What? New product?
No,
just playing with this and it's perfect for what I need. And well done on your walk. What?
It's not a new product, but it's very clever. It's very good. Does exactly what it's meant to do.
Does it say what it is? Does it do what it says in the box?
It does exactly what it does in the box, without any flash packaging, overpricing, not overcomplicated.
In case of emergency, what's this?
So this is Adam Wilbur of Vulpine Effects, and as you'll know, Adam Wilbur is
great bloke.
Not only a great bloke, a creative bloke. He is a genuine worker. He goes around, and this is his version of a mystery box.
Can I pull down?
You can pull down, and it will open up, and inside there would obviously be your said whatever item.
Now, is this something they built specifically, or fire department? No, I guess this is an off-the-shelf prop they've adapted themselves in some way to be magic. Okay, interesting to have a look at it later on.
But I quite like the whole premise of in case of emergency, so you can't find their card. You get them to open up, and it's in there. And it also, as Adam demonstrates, fits really neatly into this little pocket here in your jeans.
Well, what I was going to say is it'd be nice just to bring it out before you start any tricks at all, and just come on the table and go, hello guys, I'm your David, your magician, and if anything should go wrong in the trick, there we we are. Right,
Yeah.
let's do some magic, and then you do some stuff,
It's
and come back to us later on.
insurance policy.
I like
Exactly,
them,
yeah,
it's insurance
yeah.
policy,
So I kind of like that idea of coming up and saying, right, if anything goes wrong during the magic,
Yeah.
and then just cracking on. So yeah, like that. Can't wait to see how it works. Nigel says Illusion Impossible starring Jamie Raven, Oliver Tabor, James Piper and Caden Black is at the Grove Theatre, Dunstable next week. Woohoo! Haven't heard from Jamie in months. Well, I say that he texted me during the live very quickly. But yeah, I haven't seen him for ages actually. During the live, sorry, during the walk. Yeah, you wanted something, but I said I was on the walk, and that was it. Matt says, what are your thoughts on in case of emergency? Is a gimmick well made? Oh, well ahead of you there, mate.
Yeah, it's absolutely fine. I mean, you're not going to put it under. It's never going to be under much stress. So yeah, no. If you break it, you know, it's not like you've got a challenge to take them off. They're just going to pull that down, and the lid comes off, and that's pretty much. So it's exactly as strong as it needs to be. Looks nice. It does actually. I like the way it stands up. It's nice. I like it. I actually, you know.
Andy says clay chips were used in the 1800s. They stopped making them in 1950, where they started making them out of clay. Clay composite. They are just better than plastic. Oh, okay. Cool.
And they feel nice. I think perhaps gamblers like the whole idea of weight and the
beauty of a clay chip, and Rajan has done that in his flying colours, is that because of the way they're being used, they wear down.
Right.
So they're printed like a rock, so that
the
print goes through.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So it will never diminish.
That's clever. Okay. That's
Yep.
awesome. Right. Anything else to talk about?
We've got this box here, the time box. Oh yeah, but you could also.
That's very much just like a usual kind of.
It is, but it's nice. I mean, it's nicely made. Don't you're going to tip the secret.
Oh, a tip secret. Tip secret.
But there you go, nicely made. I sort of show
Nice, yeah, very nicely
because
made.
it is
Yeah, nice
nicely
box,
made.
yeah.
It's one of those things. If you are going to use a prop, why not have one that looks very professional and very nice and doesn't look out of place in a top gig.
Yeah. By the way, it's magnetically implanted in there. Okay.
Yeah.
How much is that?
That is a good question. No idea, Michael. Mike knows.
I'll do it. Just stay there.
I'm glad you're all well organised since I've been away.
I'll do it.
What else have you got to talk about, Alex? Come on. There must be
Right, so
something.
the other thing is,
Quantum
Dave,
spoon bend.
so while you were away,
Peter Egging.
you know Peter Egging. Who, I mean, he never fails, does he?
Now, I said to you guys to get this in because I want to see how bad it might be. Because I presume if it is, it's a very.
I mean,
cheap
I
little
think
thing
I
for
can't
what
even
you're gonna get.
remember the one good thing he ever knocked out. Yeah. So
This jumbo Sharpie thing was quite cool.
yeah. So what I must say is,
Before you
I
get
made.
into the swing of things, that box is $69.99.
$69.99. Okay.
Well, it's
Very
an
well
easy
made.
number to remember at least.
Yeah.
So this is Quantum Boom Spin, which if you watch it looks very visual. It's all in the hands. You can apparently use a borrowed spoon.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, really, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the
I
spoon
worked
has to
out
look.
from- I worked out from the trailer that you're going to have to get an almost exactly the
The
same
spoon,
type of spoon.
yeah. I mean, if you are borrowing it from the place that you got your original spoon from, you'll be fine. If you, otherwise you're going to be in trouble because not all
Right.
spoons are built the same. I know. Okay. Also,
I just want to see if this is exactly what I expected it was going to be.
it's probably cleverer than you expected. It's
Oh, is it? Right.
slightly more engineered. I meant to order one.
Please don't tell me you ordered 100.
Not quite.
10.
But 12.
I said order one.
I know. I'm not quite sure what happened.
Oh my god, that's brilliant! You need to buy this. You
see,
definitely
you
must.
see, that is it. You see, and it's absolutely.
So we're going to be stuck with 12 of these now for forever, is it?
Well,
Okay.
quite possibly.
Let me
So,
have a look. Let me have a look.
I mean, it is ingenious. It is. Dave, please like it. So the method it isn't one that I was expecting. You do need to do a little bit. You need to dab of super glue at some point, and you get a nice.
Right, one.
You've lost for words, haven't you?
Yeah. 'Cause-
One, that is exactly what I thought it was.
Well, yeah.
Two, in all the years I have been
That's
not
that-
performing,
come
but
on, you can't-
live, I have never seen
you
a
can't-
teaspoon like that.
You God, you're tripping over spoons like that all the time.
I've never seen a spoon like that.
No, neither have I.
That is not a normal size. Let me get a normal size teaspoon.
So I've got 12 of them. That's all I can
That
say.
is a normal size teaspoon.
Can you not adapt it so that you use a normal size teaspoon?
You possibly could, but when he says borrow a teaspoon, yeah. If you're going to have a teaspoon,
you can use it.
if you're going to find a teaspoon that looks like that,
Well, the problem
good
is
luck.
the teaspoon does have to fit.
Yes, I know.
So, and
Well,
this
that will fit.
and this bit does your little see. So I mean, I don't know. It wasn't quite. So you could do.
Yeah. So forget the teaspoon that comes with it, make your own one. It is a clever method, I get that on it.
I can't. I mean, could you imagine anyone doing it?
No. There are much better methods out there. The 10-year one is way better than that. Spoon Tang is much better than that. David
Williamson's one's much better than that, and simple. And
the
you do
one
use
with
this
your, you know, that one back and forward like that. That's a much better one. Yeah. How much is it?
$39.99.
Oh God. Okay. Right.
So anyway, I'll talk to Carl about.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd let you. Just thought I'd have to admit to that. If you're worrying, it was a mistake.
What's with this one up here? Oh, that's malfinished them yet, actually.
No, so we were just checking them for the weight inside an egg
Oh, I
bag
see.
because we
Right.
didn't
That's
want
a
them to
second,
be.
isn't it?
Yep, so we didn't want them to be too heavy inside the bag,
Yeah.
so that's why this is up here. But they're getting close. They're getting close.
Yeah.
So in case of emergency by Adam Wilbur is $35.99, and I think is very, very good indeed. Quantum Spoon is $39.99, and I think it's a pile of poo.
Andy Tingley says laugh out loud, $69.99 or 99p in plastic SY. That's bad.
Yeah.
Matt says Quantum Scoop Spoon Bend says 39, not 69 on the website.
Yeah.
Still advertising.
It's 39. No, 69 was for the box.
Yeah. Adam Evans says give one away in a competition, laugh out loud, or do a bin it or give it. Cappuccino sorry says Walter.
Oh, cappuccino. Well, maybe.
Or maybe in the States then, but not in the UK. Jonas says, well, they can't all be as good as Lucky Cluckers, Alex.
Oh, thanks, Jonas.
Nigel says, TCC have 4 new releases on the way to celebrate their 11th anniversary. First is a gnome's hat, a leather cone for coins, and a gnome.
Yep.
Okay. And Robert Van Buren says, hi Alex and Dave, am I late? Sorry, I am late. Well stated there, Robert.
Yep.
And thank you also, Robert, for all your support during the walk. Robert was there every single post I did. He was one of the first ones to congratulate me and you know, keep me on going. So yeah. And Walter
Brilliant.
says Italy for the cappuccino spoons, I guess.
Right.
Right.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it for stuff that's
Right.
new because Murphy's is arriving on Monday, and inside that there is some new things.
No problem. Well, in that case, we're going to call it fairly short then, because I still have a ton of things to unpack and clean and wash and scrub, and that includes myself. And I need to dunk my swollen foot in ice a few more times because I've been doing that constantly all day. So, Robert Van Buren says, how's your leg? Leg's good. Thank you, Robert. It's getting the swelling down now. So as soon as I got home, I bought 3 big bags of ice from the supermarket, and I've been just putting my foot in cold and then hot ice just to try and reduce all the swelling. So basically, I'll use my other foot to demonstrate. When you walk, you put your foot down like that, okay, and it doesn't slam down, you put it down slowly. That muscle that comes up here has a concentric thing that lowers your foot down as you walk, so that you walk like that, not like that. And it's that muscle that goes down that's somehow pulled. I think it's because the train was so bad in certain places, my foot was constantly doing that, and I must have pulled the muscle up it, which is fine.
I suppose it can, yeah.
And if I'd have stopped, it would have healed in 2 days. But because I just kept on going through the pain, it just kept getting more and more swollen until my last day at my parents' house, I couldn't even put my shoe on. My foot had blown out so much because what I'd done is I bandaged up all the swelling, because compression is part of it, and all of that pushed all the swelling down to my foot. My foot was like a balloon, the skin was starting to crack and I couldn't put my shoes on. So and I couldn't wear my boots for the last about 80 miles. So I was walking in trainers that are not designed to be walking in, they're like comfort trainers. So I was like walking in bare feet.
Aki had no shoes on.
Yeah. So it just kept getting worse and worse throughout the thing, but it wasn't painful. So once I'd gone through 2 days
Okay.
of pain, it wasn't painful after that. It was just getting more and more swollen. So yeah.
Before we go, I just want to say we've got the penguin stuffs back in. So we've got Stroop Test and Invisible Coin, both of which we've been struggling to keep in stock.
Balance plus.
And we've got iBalance Plus, that's the other one. So those three have been flying out. I've been playing with the goat, which is the greatest of all transpose,
We've got a goat. Got a dog and a goat.
which is really good fun and not too difficult. And is a nice. Well, it stands for the greatest of all transpose, and it is a very nice transposition. Other than that, I think that's about all that's coming in. Card Shark's coming next week. Yeah, so next week, lots of stuff coming in.
Awesome. Right, well, we'll say goodbye then. Thank you all for watching, and I'm going to enjoy a nice weekend at home in the bath. Oh, and the Grand Prix as well. I'll watch Grand Prix in the bath. Yeah.
Oh, I must thank Bertie. Bertie, I don't know if you're having a bed bath at the moment, but thank you very much for your email, and I hope you enjoy the magic, and I hope it leads you to.
You've had an interesting time when I've been away.
Oh yeah,
Baths?
Bertie. Yeah.
How much we
Bertie,
charge?
Bertie has a bed bath.
How much do you charge for that?
Bertie, bless him, is 80 years old, and he buys magic tricks so he can impress the nurses, so he can get an extended bed bath.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
So best of luck, Bertie, and thanks very much.
Before we go, very quickly, so my parents, when they go walking in Pembroke, they're told that this old gentleman that I was walking to Wales for charity, and he says, well, if he makes it, I'll sponsor him for £20. And this is an old gentleman I've never met. He's 80 years old, just got his new little moped scooter, mobility scooter. Yeah, I met him when I got there, and he personally gave me £20 to the charity.
Oh, wow.
And his friend who was walking with him says, oh, didn't know about this, let me give you some. And he gave me £10. So yes, Stan and John from Pembroke randomly gave me £20 and £10. So very generous. And don't forget, one last plea, guys, please do just give a couple of quid just to the charity. Let's just try and raise it up to £1,300 by the end of the day, and then we can call it a day.
It's one of those things. It's for charity. It's not for us.
Yes, not for us. No, not for us. No, it's a wonderful thing, and it'll be much appreciated.
You know,
Shall I book those tickets for Bond?
Okay. Oh, wait, a couple more comments very quickly. Adam says, I think Peter Egging thinks up an idea, has it produced and puts out, but he'll never be. He never permed it at all. Wow, Tom Smith only worth £30. A hybrid watch, says Roy
Yeah,
Brownlow.
it does. Yeah, so it works on e-watch. Yeah.
Nigel Quinn says, quick one, Monte Cristo deck and Mastermind deck. What's the major difference?
The construction is the major difference. So the Monte Cristo deck was the original, but back then they didn't have access to having their cards printed, so they literally cut a card in half and slapped it on. So consequently, if you bought a Monte Cristo deck that was made in a modern way, you'd have a half-half card as opposed to a missplit card. That would be the difference.
And finally, very quickly, Otto just popped on. Hello, Otto. He says, hi guys, just dropped in to say great work, Dave, with the charity walk, and I hope you have a great week driving to a city gig 2 hours south of here for a big fireworks display tonight. Good luck with that, Otto.
Driving,
Thank you very
Otto.
much.
Driving. Have you learnt nothing from this man?
Yeah. So, okay, guys, see you all later. Thanks, and don't forget, one little £5 thing to the charity would be much appreciated. It's all on our Facebook page or on the PropDog page.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Bye bye.